Hello guys, this recording is going to take you through the process of coloring a periodic table according to the electron configuration. A couple of things you're going to need before you get started. A periodic table, you're going to need 4 different colored pencils and a pen. Pen is probably better than a regular pencil in this case. As we go along, go ahead and pause the video so that you can get everything you need to be prepared, and then we will continue on. The first thing you're going to do is make sure you write your name on your periodic table. So go ahead and get a periodic table and write your name on it. The second thing that you're going to do is outline and shade lightly the S block elements. Now it's important that we do this light because you still want to be able to see which elements are underneath it. The S block elements are hydrogen, helium, and then all of the other ones underneath hydrogen. So those are the S block elements. Go ahead and do that. Pause if you need to before we move on. The next step that you're going to do after you've shaded the S block elements is make a key. So draw a box the same color and say that is the S. When that's done, you're going to outline and shade the P block elements. P block elements are over here. Again, we want to do this lightly so we can still see the elements that are underneath it. When you're done with that, you will add the P block to your key. So a box the same color, say that's P. Step 6 is to outline and shade the D block elements. These are the D block elements, and we're going to do that lightly. Then you're going to need to make a key. So again, a box, let's say that's the D elements. The last part of the coloring is to outline and shade the F block elements. These are the ones down on the bottom. And then go ahead and add those to your key. So at this point, you should have the entire periodic table colored and a key telling you what each of the different blocks represent. Now with your pen, we're going to go through and add the period numbers. Period numbers in this case correspond to the principal energy levels. So those are going to go down the periodic table, 1 through 7. I like to put them on both sides. And again, these are the period numbers, but they also correspond to the principal energy levels. Don't forget the ones on the bottom, those are 4 and 5, and again, I like to put them on both sides. The next step is we're going to add numbers above each box to indicate the number of electrons that would be found in that sublevel. So the first 2 columns are 1 and 2, but don't forget helium over on the right-hand side, that is also a 2. Then we fill in the P block, 1 through 6. Remember, P can hold 6 electrons, so that's 1 through 6. And just a note, that 6th one is neon, number 10, and down. You want to do the same thing with the D block, so that's 1 through 10 there on the D block. And finally, we're going to add 1 through 14 down below on the F block. What you have now is a periodic table that will allow you to determine the electron configuration of any given element. For example, if we were going to do carbon, you can look and see that carbon is shaded in the P, so its outer valence electron is going to end in P. It's in the second period, so it would be 2P, and then you can look above it and see there's a 2 there, so it would be 2P2. Okay, and there you have it. Your periodic table is now beautiful, and we can use it as we continue on learning about electron configurations.